Hey everyone, this is a video to help you get through the Bight contracting. O'NeillMarketing.net does have a guide for doing all of this, but this video is to just hopefully speed up the process and make it a little bit easier on you and maybe even show and add some clarification. In the guide, we're picking up with a screen that looks just like this. So first things first, what you'll want to do is you want to click the onboarding link right here. All right, and as you know, my name is really not Zebra. It's not X. It's not Z. I purposely did that so it's weird and funky, so it stands out for some of the examples I have to explain later in this video. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to put your first name. Do you have a middle name? If you don't have a middle name, click no. That will make your life a ton easier. If you do have a middle name, input it. Last name, date of birth, NPN, contact email, NIPR email. You don't need to supply that. Look, it's not required. Put your address, your city, your state, your zip, your business phone, and then clarify that's a video business phone. Right here may ask to also like W-9 information. Are you sole proprietor contract? I mean, if you're doing this for your agency or your principal agent, you know best. So sole proprietor will always work though. Always be clicking save. Click save before you ever go on to the next page because you don't want to have to come through and do all this again. Next page shows all your licenses and everything. So for every state you plan on selling ACA, you're going to want to click here. Like I don't want to sell in New York at all, so I'm going to unclick that. And then my New York selection is gone. Now this is one of the main reasons why I made this video is I want to show you. When you see these states, you see individual ACA, you see Medicare, and then Colorado, Nebraska, and Tennessee will have the group. So look, group there, Colorado's in, I don't know where Colorado is. Groups there, where's Colorado? Groups there. If we haven't discussed selling group or you haven't discussed it with anybody, just ignore it. You can also see that some states have Medicare there. If you have not done the AHIP, you're not Medicare certified, don't click those like, oh, I plan on doing it in the future. No, you're going to mess up the whole contracting application. If you want to do Bight Medicare, but you don't have the AHIP, go take the AHIP, go get the AHIP done. Then we can figure out how to get you contracted with Bight's Medicare. And with that said, you know, at this point, I'm just clicking all ACAs. So since I've clicked ACA, they relate to this field right here. The group field relates to here, and the Medicare field relates to here. If you're not selling Medicare, you don't need to fill out FMO. If you're not selling group, you don't need to fill out group GA. If you're selling individual ACA, for individual ACA, you want to click on this box right here, and you want to find Benevest. Make sure it says Benevest, then this number right here, which is 474-388-626. Scroll down, click save, because we always want to click save, and then click next. Next one is active appointment screen. There's nothing to do on this screen. Look, it even says right here, this is for your reference only. Click next to continue. I mean, I guess I'm building good habits with this video. Click save and then click next, but you know, fill out any of these. If you do click yes, I have no filled in for all of these, but if you click yes, they're going to want you to, you know, give a brief description. Always click save, then click next. All right, so this is where those names start to get a little funky, like I was talking about. The authorization agreement and the disclosure agreement and the FCRA, they're a little looser with a signature. Like look, they're accepting my signature for my real, no they're not, it used to say my real name, but we'll put Zebra and we'll just put Z and sign. See, all right, look, it even says it there. It wants the X in my middle name. So Zebra XZ. Now let's click sign. And it's not even accepting it. It's just terrible. Actually, let's try this. Maybe your life's easier if it even tells you down here what it wants. It accepted it. I mean, it doesn't get easier than that then. That's a good workaround we can do. You're going to want to do the same for disclosure. You're going to want to do it for the FCRA agreement as well. Then you're going to want to click save after all those are done, and then click next. E&O insurance, pretty straightforward. Make sure that's in there. Banking information. Since you're doing this with RA Paramount, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click I pay an agency. If you click I pay myself, you won't be with the agency. It's basically just contracting with Bight by yourself. You get none of the added benefit of working with O'Neill Marketing. You also are stuck at their street rate commissions, if not below that. So you'll want to add RA Paramount's tax ID, which is 820657192. Then you're going to want to click save, and then you're going to want to click next. Next page is the agreement, and this is the whole reason I'm making this video. You want to click accept, and then how you put it. So if you chose you had a middle name, you're going to want to put the middle name in there. If you didn't, if you said I don't have a middle name, then you just put your first and last name. The exact same stuff that was used on the general tab. So click save. Look, it bounced it. Why did it bounce it? And I purposely did this. And this is the issue I've been having, is when you put your name in, don't slack like I did there. Capitals, ZEBRA, capitals, capitals. There we go. So now let's try going back to agreement, clicking accept. And look, it accepted it, because you gotta perfect it. There's no joking around with this. There's no leeway. It needs to be the exact same way it's coming in on the general tab. It will time stamp it. It will look just like this. You know you're good. Click save and next. All right, next thing's next. FFM user ID. If you don't know where to get your FFM user ID, you get that from portal.cms.gov. It's the same place you do your FFM training every year. Your FFM user ID it's your username you log in. It's a thing above your password on portal.cms. So you'll want to put that in there. And then I intend to sell off and on exchange. And then since I clicked Colorado earlier under the appointments tab, Colorado has their own marketplace called Connect for Colorado. So it's asking for that information because that's required as well. So yours may not have that if you're not choosing to sell in Colorado. Put your FFM graduation date. That's around the time that you pass the FFM. A range is good. I've seen some people throw anything in there. That's not right. They basically just want you. That's more of like an agreement type thing. You're clicking there. When that's all done, click save and next. Certifications too. Notice mine's blank because on the appointments tab, I didn't click any Medicare options. If you clicked Medicare options at this point in the contracting, Bight will have you do their it will have you upload some AHIP information. It will have you do some Bight trainings for Medicare. That's a whole process on its own. Pretty straightforward when you get there, so I'm just leaving it out to make this video quicker and specifically for the people that will be selling ACA. Now, when things are all done, you'll be able to come here to the submit button. One thing I want to note is it takes 3 to 5 business days for your contract. So don't wait, don't be staying up all night waiting for a response. Give it 3 to 5 business days. You can email brokers at Bight Health Plan right here. It's a good place. I'm not going to click submit so I can use this for more training information, but when you do click that submit button, it is going to give you a confirmation. Save it if you want or anything like that. It's totally up to you. But then at this point, you should be good with your Bight contracting, and we touched on a lot of the nuisances that are in this contracting. Hope it helped.